Alright, welcome everyone to another Eric flight. Let's make sure my microphone's working, which it should be, because it's on my checklist now, which it seems to be. So we're going with it. So anyways, we're here at Atlantic, on the ground at Tucson, Arizona, where we left off on our Star Trek pilgrimage flights. And today we're going to Uniform 08, Overton, Nevada, to visit the Valley of Fire State Park up there, which served as Veridian III in the Star Trek Generations movie of 1994. We also have Captain James C. Kirk from the uniform he wore, well, with the uniform he wore in that very movie. So he'll be joining us on the flight here. And I'm just waiting for V-Pilot to load up, which you just did, to put my flight plan in. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. It looks like LA Center's up there later on. It's going to be a straight shot VFR. Might have some icing and turbulence to deal with here, but everything else is looking pretty good. We're going to fly over Phoenix, and if anyone pops on, we're going to get a Class Charlie transition there. Other than that, it's just a straight thing. There's a real world TFR that's going to end in like 5 minutes. So that's for an air show over there. Not that that's going to count online, but we will be flying there, and it's going to take us about, I'd say 2.5 hours, maybe a little less than that. So we'll see what happens. Well, one of the shorter flights, right? We are cruising at 8,500. So let me just save this flight plan in case something happens. We've got to connect to VATSIM. And we'll go mode C now. And we'll file the flight plan. But Volante is only showing LA Center out here today. So that's what we're doing. And that's what we're accomplishing today. Alright, without further ado then, let's get the tablet out here. And we'll get this puppy started. See, SR22 checklist, and let's pop in the plane as well. But man, this has been a very nice freeware airport here for Tucson, so I suggest you go pick it up. The VB Corp Tucson Kilo Tango Uniform Sierra scenery. It's amazing. So I don't know what we have for scenery, but the cool thing is this airport we're arriving to, we're gonna fly right over near Hoover Dam and stuff like that, so maybe we'll get a look at that as well. Kind of pretend the pre-flight's done, so we're gonna go before starting engine. Pre-flight completed. Emergency equipment on board. Passengers briefed. Seat belts, harnesses adjusted, secured. External power, there is none. I want to make sure we have full fuel when we get there. In fact, let's do the cheat check. How's that? We do. We're full. Okay. Always take full if you can. Brakes, we'll hold them. Battery master switches are going on. We'll turn these obnoxious lights off. We'll also turn the other battery switch on, which does not turn on my SciTech panel. Haven't figured that one out yet. Strobe lights going on. Mixture full rich. Throttle is going to be full forward. Fuel pump prime. 1, 2, 3, then boost. And we're looking pretty good there. Check the visually for the fuel. I'm going to call clear prop in a second. I'm going to put the power lever down to about 4th. And oil pressure will be checking. So let's get this puppy started. Turn these lights off. Still have some light on there. Alright. Clear prop, everybody. Here we go. Clear prop. Oil pressure is in the green. We're going to go down to 1,000 here on the RPMs. Alright. LTM master switch is on. And then avionics going on. Everything's lighting up here too. So let me put my glasses on. They're going to need those. Not for flying today, but you know. Okay, we're going to go direct to Uniform 08. So I'm going to put that in now because I just feel like doing that now. "08," the man said. Overton, Nevada. Why does that say Overton, Nebraska? But it's Perkins. That's what matters. Maybe that's northeast. So I can think of. Alright. Fuel pump. Oh, good. Yeah. Nope, we already did all that stuff. So Engine parameters monitor. We're on the green. We're good to go. Okay, we're going to check the brakes on the way out. Flap 0%. Let's get our alt squawk on there. It's 1200 and alt's good. And radio. Let's get VATSIM Unicom on, 122.8. We'll also turn on some ATC chatter. And we'll pretend that we are we're on ground right now. And it would be departure ground, if you will. Alright. Excuse me. Went biking and I must have sucked in all this stuff. Cabin heat defrost. It's 19 degrees Celsius. I think we're good. If anything, I'll go in the air conditioning here. So, there you go. Alright, well, taxi. We gotta get the ATIS here, so let's do that. ATIS at Tucson is... well, we got a plate, so why not just use that? Alright, good. ATIS 123.8. That's gonna go on column 2. And then we'll monitor column 2.
2532 after Southwest Fairway, 762.
Column 2.
Tucson Airport information, Kilo 2100 Zulu. Wind 261 at 9er. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 19er. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.01. Visual runway 29er right and visual runway 29er left in use. Landing and departing runway 29er right and runway 29er left. ZFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft reach back halt short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Kilo.
Kilo.
Tucson Airport information, Kilo 2100 Zulu. Wind 261 at 9er. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 19er. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.01.
Alright, we're good now. Stick all that in our plane here. Oh, it already has 3001, so I don't know what's up with that, but over to guard, and you know what that means. Yes, that's what that means.
Go on guard with
Alright, so we're gonna go to 29 right. That gives us a longer runway. Just to give us more time, not that we need all that runway. Alright, back to our checklist here. We're going to taxi out and do a run up down there. So we're going to go to the right over here and then literally go out there and taxi down. Is that Alpha? Oh. Yeah, we're going to taxi down Alpha all the way down to 29 right. So Alpha 16 or 7. We'll say Alpha 17. Alright, so we're on VATSIM Unicom, and just to double check that no one's on. No, LA Center is. That's about it, so we're good. VATSIM Unicom, November 489 Echo Foxtrot, radio check, please. See if anyone's out there. Change this to GPS while we're here. And then I think we're good other than that, right? Yeah, we don't really need the pitot heat. Let's take a turn to the left, actually. Get out of here. Alright, so let's do that now. Parking brake is off, or at least it was off. Now it is. And thank you, Tucson. Which has been an awesome place to fly into and out of with this awesome freeware scenery from VB Corp. During my downtime, seeing that I couldn't stream yesterday, I downloaded like all the Mexican freeware scenery. So hopefully we'll be flying to Mexico sometime soon, because I don't do enough flying to Mexico. That's the way I'm thinking, at least. So, all right, Tucson traffic, Sirius 9 Echo Foxtrot, taxiing to runway 29 right via Alpha 17, Tucson. And I apologize for the allergies. I get any time this week, we're going to try doing that Sun and Fun flight that I did last year. And we are going to pick up John Travolta again. So we'll see if we can fit it in. That is during the school week, so that comes first, obviously. But it would be kind of cool to do that. So we'll take one last look at Atlantic here at Tucson. And also at the main terminal as we go by. As long as I keep this thing straight, that is, while taxiing. That would be nice, huh? But for freeware scenery, this has been awesome. That's all I can tell you. To fix our stuttering problem, by the way, oh, we have someone taking off there on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. That's where we are, by the way, if you want to fly with us and not fly on VATSIM. But we do both here. We encourage people to fly with us that aren't on VATSIM, and we also encourage those of you that use VATSIM to fly with us too, because why not? There's the main terminal for Tucson. We got Alaska Airlines, stuff like that. That's FSLTL traffic, by the way. It also seems like someone's out there. I don't know if that's VATSIM or not, but it could be. Trying to make a lockdown on my flight here. Atlanta. Oh, there we are. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I see anyone out there. Could have some American Airlines coming to Phoenix, but not Tucson. So that must be FSLTL as well. We're gonna do a run up at the end of this taxiway, and then we're gonna depart. I just put the altitude in there right now. 8,500 VFR the whole way.
Delta 2068, you're following Jazz, monitor tower 125.32. Following Jazz, 25.
Nice setup there for a landing, huh?
Envoy 3477, monitor tower 123.5.
That's an American Airlines flight right there. Yep. Whoa. We also have one in front of us on the taxi. So, very interesting. And I believe that might be VATSIM traffic, because it looks like there is one in front of me. That's DJ Fizzle in the Airbus 320. That's what it's saying on Volanta, at least. So I'm thinking he's on Volanta. I'm not hearing them say anything. Not that they have to on the Unicom, but... Alright, we're gonna do a run-up right here. So let's get the checklist out.
2747 on ground, taxi Big Fox, Grant. Ground up 2747, Victor, Luke, north.
Before takeoff checklist. This way we're kind of out of the way. In case there's someone behind me. Alright, we're good. Caps handle, verified pin removed. Seatbelt sold, harness secured, doors latch, brakes held. Flight controls, free and correct. They are. Trim set for takeoff, I'm guessing it is. Autopilot disconnected. Flaps 50%. And check visually. They are down. Excuse me again. Flight and engine instruments checked. We're good. HSI and altimeter check and set. 3001 good. Fuel quantity confirmed. We should be pretty much full. Yep. And we're going to leave it on the left tank. Propeller check. We're going to go up to 2,000. And there would be a detent in real life, but not really in the simulator. So. Be right about there. So. Alright, now we're going to go on to power lever 1700. Come on, let's go. Right about there. 20% or so. Alright, pitot heat on. That turned off. Looking good. Alright, alternator check. We've missed that, but that's good. Avionics are on. Nav lights are going on. Landing light is staying on. And then voltage check. Looking good. Alright, we gotta check those mags. Go to the right first. Right. Good. Back to both. Left. Back to both. Looking good. Power lever decreased to 1,000. Okay. Transponders. Alt. Squawk. Yep. We're good. Nav radio set for takeoff. We're in Unicom. Pitot heat. We're going to take off because we don't really need it. Alright. And then has the CAS master. That's matter. Alright. We are going to rotate at 70. We're going to retract the flaps at 80. And we're going to climb at 101. If there's a problem, the takeoff roll, mechanical emergency, or otherwise, we will abort takeoff and land directly here on the runway as long as there's enough available runway ahead of us. If we are under, let's say, 3,400 feet, and there's a problem, mechanical emergency, or otherwise, we'll land directly ahead of the 130-degree turns, best glide speed, and this is 88. If we're above, excuse me again, 3,400 feet, and there's a problem, mechanical emergency, or otherwise, we'll take a turn to the, let's see, 29 or 26, to the left and land downwind on the taxiway, the grass, the runway, wherever's available to us. Best glide speed again is 88. And other than that, I think we're pretty good. So that was our briefing. And we're looking pretty good here. It looks like we can't take this little taxiway here. Those look like X's. So, oh no, it's not. It's taxi. See? Okay. Go use the full length just to make sure we have enough here. Okay. This would be all with ground right now, so. Alright, we're gonna switch the ATC to tower here. Departure tower. Alright, no one's on downwind, no one on base, no one on final, no one on crosswind. We are going to call it. So, Tucson traffic, Sirius 9 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 29er right, departure to the northwest, Tucson. And with that, we go. Come on now. Turn the tablet off. We don't need that right now for you. It's more for me. God, I hope this cough goes away. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm like very sensitive, I guess. Every street. Okay, we're in the middle. Heels on the floor. Full throttle. We got birds on the right, and here we go. Slight aileron correction to the left, so we can account for that wind there. Rotate at 70. And rotate. About 12 degrees or so. Track those flaps. That should put us about 101 knots there.
Frisco 34, 35, exit on Papa 3, and then taxi Papa Yankee, hold short of 4 left.
Papa 3, Papa Yankee, short of 4 left, right here at 34.
We're going to lead up the mixture now for maximum power. Right about there. Again, we climbed to 8,500 here. Getting pretty good on the rollout here. Goodbye, Tucson. It was nice visiting you. Like seeing downtown and everything and the missile silo, and I should really learn how to fly while looking at this view. We're good. It's a beautiful day to fly. Alright. Seeing that we're pretty good, we're gonna pretend that tower told us to turn on course here. That's what we're gonna pretend. No one on the right. Turning Their heading should be about
35,
318.
Contact departure. Have a good day.
Going to departure.
Clean out that mixture a little bit more. No, should be right about there. That's where we're at. Hotter temperatures and higher density altitude means that's what happens. Alright, let's do direct here again. And then we're going to hit autopilot. We're going to hit nav and vertical speed. Hopefully that'll just intercept it, which it did. Yay. And we are on our way.
Make it so. Make it so.
Make it so. So we're leaving Tucson, Arizona. So remember those letters from the last broadcast? I guess out west here, they like to put letters on the mountains, and it could mean a lot of things. It could mean like colleges or, you know, groups of people. So it's quite interesting reading up on that. Here I am flying the plane out of Tucson. And we have Captain US of A down there. Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. We'll turn those names on and off just so that we can take pictures. But downtown Tucson, right there. It's nice knowing you. Nice seeing you. And doing very well here on our flight today. 6,000 feet. We're going to lean it out a little bit more so we're getting more power out of this. Probably not. No. So that's where we'll leave it for now until we get to cruise at 75%. And make this happen. Alright. So, I now have, instead of this big large jug, which I still gotta have with me, I now have my little tumbler here, my Eric Flight tumbler. And I'm probably not going to leave it on the Eric Flight store, only because of one reason. They clip the graphics in the middle. But as far as using it on stream, I mean, I'll use it, but I can't say that people should buy it. So, it is what it is. But it does keep things hot and cold, I'll give you that. So, so that's what I will be using to sip my Crystal Light fruit punch out of today. I'm also rocking the 4-panel Bonanza t-shirt, which I can recommend to buy in the Eric Flight Fourth Wall store. And I don't know if I have a link for that yet. Give me a second, I could probably get you one. So if you ever did want to purchase one of these wonderful shirts, it has all 4 panels of our Bonanza graphic. You know, this one. Even though we're not flying the Bonanza, I might as well show it to you. So anyways, here's the link to the Eric Flight merch store, and I don't mean the Etsy store. This one's just strictly Eric Flight merch. If you go there, you are going to find tons of Eric Flight stuff. They're fixing the mugs, because we had a problem with the mugs, even though they're awesome. The t-shirts, though, are fantastic, as you can see. So they did everything. So that was the Bonanza 4-wall, or 4-scene, if you will. We also have the, and it has the Ponderosa in the background stuff, and it burns just like the graphics. So I got a compliment on it yesterday, let's put it that way. The mugs are, if you order the 15-ounce mugs, I wouldn't do that. Order the 11-ounce if you want to order a mug. But everything else, they're trying to fix things. So supposedly they care. They gave me my order for free because I had to order all this stuff for samples, and I'm glad I did. But some things are messed up a little bit. So we're going to kick back to 75% power now that we're here at cruise. And we're also going to lean this out and see if we can lean it any more. Ooh, 76. 76 looks like, and then we'll just kick it back to 75. And we're good. We're in cruise configuration. Take about an hour and 52 minutes to get there, and then we'll keep our position updated on the electronic flight bag, which is right here, if I can ever put it on the stream for you. So we just got out of Tucson, the class Charlie, and we're on our way 8,500. We have a couple of airports coming up, but we're going to be flying right over Phoenix. That's going to be the biggest thing. And we're going to have to stay out of this little proving ground area there. It looks like a restricted airspace, so best to... It's an alert area, actually. But still, we're gonna avoid that. Go a little bit to the north on that one. That's where we are. 167 knot ground speed, not too shabby. Slight headwind from the left. But we're looking pretty good. And it's a little bit smoother because I limited to 50% the refresh rate of my monitor, which is actually 60. So it's locked to 30 frames per second. That's basically what it is. And I guess that gets rid of a lot of the stutters because it's not doing what it was doing in the last stream. So pretty cool. We're also running Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh, should probably be on approach by now. So there we go. But let's see. What was I saying? Oh, we're running Google Maps imagery. They just had an update. So as you can see, it loads the tiles as we go. Right there. We have it cached. Big cache, but it's loading all these images, and then they'll be in cache, so hopefully it'll be a little quicker the next time we fly in this area. But beautiful graphics. Beautiful graphics. Alright, this is the Rolito cement plant, I guess, on our left. So that's what that is. At least that's what it says in the sectional. And then that airport right there is the Marana Regional. Kilo Alpha Victor, Quebec. So let's take a look outside. And we're following the Santa Cruz River, basically, coming out of there. So that's what you're seeing out of Tucson as we head north. If you see any traffic on the highway, I don't think so. A little too high for Microsoft Flight Simulator on that, I guess. That's it. It's just a straight shot there. So. No traffic down there either. Interesting. Okay, that airport over there is Silver Bell, which is 02 Alpha Zulu. And then there's supposed to be another private airport somewhere out there, so I don't know if we'll see that, but wow. I go biking, this is what I get because I suck in like pollen or something. I have no clue.
2632, 180 knots, still doing. Tower now 18.3. Have a nice day.
Very scenic area north of Tucson. 295 nautical miles to go, but the best thing is seeing Phoenix up ahead. And if we look at Volanta, we're kind of booking it there. Look at this. That's how far we've gone from Tucson. Gotta go past Phoenix. There's lots of traffic there too. And then ultimately we're gonna be going just north of the Hoover Dam here. Hoover Dam being over here. So we'll take a look and see if we can see Vegas and stuff. I have it all loaded on scenery. Looks like there's some cloud coverage there over Las Vegas. But that's Perkins Field right there. That's where we are going to. So the Lake Mead there is drying up. The last thing I knew. They have this guy on YouTube that like reports on how it's looking there. So it's not looking too good. Last time I checked, but probably won't be in the simulator like that unless someone makes a mod. So. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that someone in the back? You look like you're outside the plane. Yeah. Hey, Maddie. 5-year-old on board. What's up? At least this time you didn't visit me while I took off or I'm landing. That's cool. High five on that. All right. We're on autopilot, see? So, let's shout out to Otto, the autopilot as well.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
Wow. Whoa.
I'll go back to the passengers.
That's weird that you're like behind Captain Kirk there. You gotta be really careful here because I got lots of stuff going on, okay? Alright? Okay, how's it going? How was the playground? Yeah, did you slide a lot? Yeah? You made a friend? Again? Yeah? Oh, cool. No. Cool. Nice job. That'd be my Darth Vader koozie. Let me see that. That's pretty cool. Hey, look at this, everybody. Got this from the in-laws for Christmas. So you put your drink in there. See that? It's Darth Vader's head. Isn't that cool? I thought that was cool. Alright, you go get some juice. I love you. Isn't she adorable? Especially when not coming in during a landing or takeoff. Just saying. Let's take a look outside. Got these huge mountains coming in front of us. One is Picacho Peak, which is this one right there. And then we got Newman Peak over here on our right. And we should be going right over Newman Peak there. What's this thing? That's kind of interesting. What's that? This looks like some irrigation or something. If you're watching, feel free to chat. It gets kind of lonely. Lonely. There's a power plant down here? According to the section, there's a power plant. I see one. Maybe they mean this thing. I have no clue. Very interesting. Okay. Well, anyways. We'll leave it be. Get out here. We have... Oh, we got some traffic out there. That could be over Phoenix, maybe. Yeah, that could be the beginnings of traffic over Phoenix. So again, we're going to have to be careful. You know, just because there's lots of traffic around there. But it is all on Unicom. So, I mean, there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 aircraft around there, at least. So keep an eye out on that. That's why you're going to see lots of planes out there, hopefully. Picacho Peak, is that what it is? Picacho Peak. Right there on our left. Boy, that looks awesome, doesn't it? Taking a picture of that. And we're going to be heading over Newman Peak, right there. That'd be a landing light, I think. Looks like it's coming towards us. So. Could be a tail light, too. traffic up there as well. This terrain looks awesome. Let's check our fuel situation here. We're on boost. I'm gonna switch to the right. Boost. Switch it to the right. And again, we should see some good sights out of Phoenix, hopefully, as we go. It's showing some traffic right off the right there. 1,200 feet above me. This might have been that thing we were looking at. But, let's see. That's Phoenix right there, so. Lots of targets out there.
062 Heavy, New York low. Good afternoon, NorCal 703-024.
Well, we didn't decide for the 6 level on 9,000 descending here, the check, please, information marker. 536 Bravo, need approach, Roger. I left, like 6 approach. That's 6
Let's see. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. Now I can't remember what I was gonna do. Alright, hey, that's cool. Real world time, by the way, and real world weather. So, right now, local time, let's see, FETC is 6:16 here on the East Coast, and I think they're 2 or 3 hours behind. So it's like 3:16 in the afternoon, or 4:16. I really don't know. I'll have to check that out, actually. So, Phoenix time. Let's see what it says. It's 3:17, so they're 3 hours behind us. All right, that makes sense. 3:17 p.m. in the afternoon here in Phoenix.
3,000 cleared, island 4 right approach. 3,000 cleared, 4 right.
We'll probably call it that. We're going to transition to Class Charlie at 8,500 and overfly near Phoenix. But we will go right over the city, so that's what you're starting to see out there. Wish I didn't have these allergies. Oh. Someone's talking on that sim, so let's see what they're saying. United Airlines 1116. Phoenix traffic saying through flight 240. But Peso inbound ILS 26. Southwest Airlines is Los Angeles traffic. So we're hearing from Los Angeles. Oh, there's a Phoenix Tower, which does not control the Class Charlie. And it looks like there is no real, nothing really to help me out here for flight following or to transition to Charlie, but we're going to call it out pretty soon. In fact, we probably will call it. So give me a second. 5, 10, 50. We're about 20 nautical miles, so let's do it. Phoenix traffic, Sirius 9 Echo Foxtrot, 20 nautical miles to the southwest of Phoenix. We're going to be transitioning the Class C airspace at 8,500, a little bit to the right of Phoenix International, and departing to the northwest. Phoenix traffic.
160 knots still doing. Contact tower 18.3. Have a nice day.
That way, if anyone's out here, they'll know where I'm going. There's another airport over here off our right here. Coolidge Municipal. Should be out there somewhere. Can't really see it. It's supposed to be right out there. Oh, there it is. Coolidge Municipal. Papa 08. Intensive parachute activity around here, so be looking out for jumpers. Don't jump. Don't do it. Oh boy. And Phoenix is right ahead of us. Phoenix Tower is on. But nobody else.
Good, 602, he's going to maintain 3,000. That is 2038, free from Gritty, Gritty 3000, cleared Island 48 approach, maintain 189 for Tucson.
Went biking for about 12 miles today. My legs are a little sore. I'm getting back into it. So, but we will be doing the Great Cycle Challenge again this year and having a marathon stream in July. So join the Discord over there, and you'll find out more about that. See if you can fly with us at all, or maybe even fly it as a whole marathon. The idea is going to be unveiled during April vacation for myself, which is just in about a month or so, a little less than a month. I'm going to unveil everything. I got to make some promo materials, so we're going to start doing that. But I have to ultimately decide one of my ideas and just say that's what we're doing. So. And that again is to raise money for the Children's Cancer Research Fund. So, Captain Kirk, how are we doing? Speechless. Speechless. You got a nice tan going on over there. Looking pretty suave over there. I don't know. All right. Nope. Steady as she goes. Hour and a half to go on our flight. Things are looking really good. Any buildings yet? Phoenix? Not yet, but we're getting there. It's starting to load everything. That's Phoenix International, I think. Maybe not. No, the runway should run parallel with us. No, it's still loading. It's early to tell. Just about to get to the Class Charlie airspace here. Give you a look at this. Oh, we're getting there. All right, what is it? Phoenix Tower. All right, 120.9. I guess he wants to do that. Phoenix Tower, Sirius 9 Echo Foxtrot, requesting Class Charlie transition clearance. Departure to the northwest.
Denver 489er Echo Foxtrot. You saw us out of my jurisdiction here. I was just making sure you didn't enter the Class Bravo airspace. Never mind, you did. Class Bravo goes up to 9,000, so if you want to just fly over, I'd recommend climbing above 9,000. You'll be fine.
I was going to ask for the Class Bravo transition. I was on Unicom that whole time, seeing that no one was on other than you.
Yep, no worries. I was just making your experience better if you want, but that's up to you. You can monitor Unicom if you want. We'll see you.
All right, I'm going to Unicom. Echo Foxtrot.
Yep.
And I knew I was in the right because he doesn't have any jurisdiction over that. Hence why we were looking at that. Let's get the ATIS though. 127. Keep him on standby though. 127. 0.575. Oh.
2-1. 2.98. Altimeter 29906. Simultaneous approach is in use. Arrival from north. Expect visual approach runway 26.
Come on, man.
Arrivals from south. Expect visual
Hey,
approach
all right.
runway
Back
25
to
left.
guard. You know what that means.
You're on guard with
Not that anything really pops up there on VATSIM, but it's a good habit to get into for real life flying. All right, we're going to transition to Bravo. And he's like, oh, you can go outside the... I know that, but I'd rather stay where I'm at and just keep going and transition to Bravo. So if anyone pops on, though, I'll be glad to go over to them, you know? Okay, come one. We're on Unicom, and we're listening. Tower's the only one... He's going to be down there with all those people, so he's got to look out for me. But as far as it goes to VATSIM rules, I'm on my own here with Unicom, so...
439, your approach, thank you, 48. 48.
Fresh cheese. That's one heck of a name there. He's Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport over there on our right. So we'll take a look at that. It's pretty nice. This is Phoenix. When we get over downtown, which will be a couple of minutes, we're going to be good. So.
November 1, correction 21 Tango, 21 Tango, counted approach 118.17.
Phoenix Unicom, Sirius 9 Echo Foxtrot. We're transitioning the Bravo at 8,500, and we're going to overfly just east of Sky Harbor International and transition to the northwest at 8,500. Phoenix Unicom.
Now 2169, 180 knots, November 21, counting US Tower 18.3.
See, now, if they had, like, approach on, I already been in contact with them and asked them for the Bravo transition, and they could turn you down, but it is what it is. I could have gone at 10,500, but I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to go nuts there. And this is fine. There's nothing wrong with this. So. Alright, we're right over Chandler Municipal Airport right here. Phoenix is right a little bit further out, actually. Sky Harbor International is going to be over here. Things are looking decent. Some Flight Sim TO free order scenery there. No traffic at the airports, though. I'm kind of shocked. Thought FSLTL would have some traffic there. I guess not. Alert Badger, thanks for following me on Twitch. Welcome to the stream as we fly over Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you for coming out. Always appreciate viewers, especially those that follow. Push that follow button. Oh, there's Phoenix. Coming up there in the distance. And Phoenix Sky Harbor probably over here. Yep. So we're in the Bravo. And how do we get to 81% power? I don't know, but we're going to 75. We also have to check our fuel. It's been a little while. Oh, we'll stay on the right for now. And as we get closer to Phoenix and the airport, we'll look at it. But again, Phoenix Tower's on, but not anything else. So we treat this like non-controlled airspace here. that's the Bravo. This was not planned. This is the Star Trek flights. We're just going for it, and just happened to line up where we're going to fly Phoenix. Over there's a closed airport, Gila River Memorial. So that's why it looks desolate over there. Here we go. Phoenix is still kind of loading there. Airport's kind of loading. I do have that new scenery for Phoenix, so we'll see it as we travel by, but it's loading everything. My frames are dropping a little bit, so all this loading here, but we'll see what happens. I just want to get a good look at this, so. Oh my god, are we getting a raid? Stu! STW 222 raiding with a party of 15. Well, you just came at the exciting time. We're over Phoenix. We're in the Bravo. And we're about to see what downtown looks like with the new Phoenix Sky Harbor scenery. But thanks for the raid, my friend. And if you haven't checked out Stu, STW222, please do. He is a live VATSIM air traffic controller and fellow Virtual USA Flying Club pilot, as well as a Pilots Club pilot. So thank you for raiding. We're starting to see stuff. So nice. San Antonio. My friend lives in San Antonio. I love San Antonio. I want to go down there again sometime. It seems like there was a lot of traffic here. I had Phoenix Tower contact me, and like he was just advising me that I was in the Bravo, and I was like, yeah, I know. Did you? Who? From Stu? That just means you need to learn more. Take it the right way. Be positive. It happens. All right. There's Phoenix Scat. Well, you know, it happens. We learn. We live and learn. So. Oh, that's why we have bands, and you live and learn. One time I had a malfunction at Boston Logan, and they were going to ban me, but I was like, dude, like, my plane just kept going because my sim just, like, froze up. So it does happen. I did not get banned for that, though. But even now, like, we have to make sure that, like, there's no Phoenix approach or anything coming online. So it is what it is. All right, there's Phoenix Sky Harbor. That's that new scenery. Well, there you go. And you try again. You pick yourself up, and you get back on the horse. Downtown Phoenix over there. I do. Yep. So live and learn. That's what I'm saying. Learn from mistakes. That's how we do it in the real world, too. Except you have an instructor near you to help you out. That's looking pretty decent. It did make my frames go down to about 20, but... Look at that. There should be traffic down there. Yeah, we have one plane there. Let's see what it looks like on Volanta. Oh, I don't want to block that, though. Well, I guess I kind of have to. Alright, this is what's saying for Phoenix. Got lots of aircraft there on the apron. I'm not seeing them there, though. Do you see them? There's another one. No. We're at 8,500 feet, so it is what it is, but we gotta take a picture of that. Smile! You're on candid camera. Oh, there they go. They loaded in now. Yeah, there you go. Sweet. Downtown Phoenix is over there. I'm gonna keep this outside shot so that way you can see this. Yeah, well, you know, if you ever need help with that Lure Badger, let me know. We could probably set up a session or two. But it does take practice and time. Got Phoenix Sky Harbor. That looks awesome. Glad I got it. And then downtown Phoenix over there. We got some flightsim.to scenery going on there. Zoom out a little bit. Another picture. I'm taking pictures galore. We got more traffic down there. The weather's beautiful. And Phoenix is looking awesome as well. So, whoop. Definitely a frame dropper a little bit. Looking pretty decent. So. Alright, let's go back in the cockpit for now. We'll take a look at the left here. which is showing us the airport there. I'm in VATSIM and normal multiplayer. I allow people to fly on both because I can turn off the names, stuff like that, not be distracted. We also have live ATC chatter going on for a little ambiance whenever there's not a VATSIM controller, which I can turn on and off. So, pretty good there. So if you want to join me, you can join me on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. We just are over Phoenix Sky Harbor right now. We got more traffic down there too. Boy, this is pretty cool, huh? But live and learn. It's like Tower down there, how he like pinged me. And he's like, oh yeah, I just want to make sure you know we're in the Bravo. I'm like, well, I'm on Unicom and I'm monitoring. And, you know, there's no one here. So we all live and learn at the same time here. Captain Kirk's with us today, by the way, if you didn't notice. Wearing his 1994 Star Trek Generations garb. So, well, you know what? I'll give you an airport up in the future there. Prescott Regional, Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie. I'll give you a couple minutes there to get loaded up, and I will be to the west of that. So feel free. My username's EricFlightUS. Feel free to join us on the flight, even if it's not on VATSIM. How's that? I'm in Phoenix right now, yeah, but if you wanted to go a little bit further ahead, it's Prescott Regional. Will give you a couple minutes to load up. Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie. All right, man. And we're flying the Cirrus today, so something comparable to that, unless you want to be left behind a little bit. Or maybe you want to go a little faster. I mean, that's up to you. All right. Looking pretty good. Let's get our fuel under order here. We are going to flip to the left. We have to be on boost left. There we go. And we have about an hour and 16 minutes till our ultimate destination. We'll also take the drone cam out to, let me make sure I got this right here, to the Valley of Fire State Park when we get there, and that's where Veridian III, the Star Trek Generations movie, was filmed. And if you remember, that's where the Nexus was. They set up all that machinery there. What's his name there? Dr. Give me a second. It'll come back to me. Dr. Sorian tried to get to the Nexus there, and then Kirk sadly lost his life there early in the movie, but then was sent to the Nexus. All this stuff going on, so let's take one last look at Phoenix, actually. There we go. So, Phoenix Sky Harbor and downtown for the win. For the win. Know it. God, that looks gorgeous. Very nice. Alright, well, up ahead, we're still not out of the Charlie, but up ahead we'll have some mountainous regions, hence why I went at 8,500. And Prescott will be off our right, I would say, in about 10, 20, 25 nautical miles or so. So you have time. We are traveling at what, 170? Ooh, we picked up some speed. Very nice. Very nice, because you know what? We always feel that need.
I feel the need.
Alright, you gotta be a little slower, but feel free. It's this lake in front of us. That looks pretty gorgeous. We are gonna go slightly to the right to stay out of this alert area. I want to show you this, actually. Right there. There's this little blue river there. What? The blue area, sorry. So we are going to move to the right a little bit, but we are over the class Delta here. So let's set up a heading here. First off, let's punch it. Bam. Let's set it up. And get away from that thing. Here we go. Very good. Yeah, and let us know when you're here. Remember, EricFlightUS is what you're looking for. I have the names off or on. Oh, I left them off. Now I have them on again. Here we go. I hit backspace and it takes them off or on. So Steely Flyer 2790. We have an extra 300 on there. But But I guess the new flow lets you change colors of friends and stuff. So that was quite interesting as well. Not that I have that activated, I turned that off before I started streaming today. Alright, leaving the Phoenix area. We're just gonna be just outside of that little concentrated student jet transition training area. I guess that's what it is. But I have no clue what this little thing is, and I'm looking for a number, and I'm not seeing anything. But this is the area in blue, which is usually a restricted thing. But yeah, I don't know. Let's take a look and see if we can find anything interesting before we left here. Turn the tablet off. Don't see it. It's just Lake Pleasant in front of us. Excuse my allergies. I made a mistake. I went biking today to be healthy, and I guess I sucked in a bunch of stuff that made me allergic. I don't know. No clue. Gonna need a refill on the Crystal Light Fruit Punch, though, so let's do that. Eric Flight US. The letters US. I'm gonna refill the Eric Flight tumbler here, which I don't want you to buy. It has a little error on it, but I'm gonna use it on stream, so. Did order all samples, so that way I knew what it looked like, so that way I knew if you wanted to buy something, it looked decent. Don't buy this, even though it looks decent, because it cut off some of the graphics and stuff. I'm already talking to Fourth Wall about it. They already gave me my order for free, so that was cool. I got all this merch for free. It's the only redeeming quality so far. But the t-shirts are awesome. This is my Bonanza 4-panel t-shirt on my Fourth Wall store. I'm digging it. I'm wearing the stuff because I designed it like I would want to wear it. So, not that you have to buy anything. I appreciate just being here. Alright, we are almost out of the Charlie. We're going to head back on course here, so we're going to go back to Nav. Nav. No heading. And that will make us go direct on course again. Right over Lake Pleasant. If it's going to, that is. Very interesting. Doesn't seem to be doing that. Okay. We'll do it ourselves. How's that? There you go. Heading. Well, that was weird. We'll do it manually if we have to. Alright, well, I can't check the notifications right now because I'd have to go to the menu, and that would be freezing the flight and stuff, so. But I will see you out there. Just let me know what your username is. East server, by the way. So. We're in the Hell's Canyon Wilderness area. So Lake Pleasant and then the Hell's Canyon. Alright, well, we'll see. We'll see if I see your username. Did I turn the names off again? I might have. Might have not have. I don't know. Oh, there we go. You're right back there, my friend. You see that? You're right behind me. At 2,632 feet. Alright. Well, I saw you, so that just shows you I'll see your name. But we are going over Lake Pleasant, and there's a bald eagle breeding area over there on the right. According to the section. I'm looking at my section for all this stuff. That's where I'm getting it from. Beautiful sun. Wow. Beautiful picture moment. This Kodak moment has been brought to you by... It looks beautiful. Okay. We'll eventually get back on this GPS route. And we will be good. We are out of the Charlie, everybody. Out of the Charlie. Again, if you did want to load up a little later, so you have time, Prescott Regional, Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie. So I have it on heading in nav. We'll see what that does, but I'm going to interact with that magenta line pretty soon. And should be good. Look at that. Looks gorgeous. Phoenix back there in the background. If anyone else wants to fly with us, VATSIM or Microsoft Flight Simulator East server, go ahead. Just let us know who you are, where you are. Sadly, I will probably not be able to go to FS Expo. We didn't sell enough in March. No, I'm kidding. But I don't have the funds for it this year. I'm going to save the funds for something else like real world flying and stuff. But I'm still going to support them, and I'll probably check in online if I can, if they have the online stuff. But feel free to register with FS Expo if you use the code ERICFLIGHT. It's supposed to give you some perks there. Not only that, it's just fun. And someday I will make it. Someday I will make it. All right. We're on track here. Another hour to go.
Still doing. Contact tower 118.3. Have a nice day.
1 hour to go. Around there. Excuse me. This Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie. It's like I'm saying, you'll have time. And you have to push that thing at 2,500 RPMs just to try to keep up. But that's cool. You do you. I've done it before. I fly the 172 in real life, so still want to get the Cirrus going on, but that'll be after the instrument rating, whenever that happens. Right. Alrighty then. Hell's Canyon Wilderness area right over here. Lots of traffic around us on the east server. That would be KPRC, Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie. If nothing makes sense to you in my lingo, by the way, feel free just to tell me. I don't understand the Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie thing. I don't mind helping people. I actually teach in real world. So, that's my day job. So I'm used to dealing with... Ooh, it locked into nav. Look at that. Just took a little while. Alright, cool. Thought that would happen. Now it's got to take this ridiculously left turn and then take a ridiculous right turn. Right here. Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie. Alright, and you have time. You have time. I'm not even there yet, so... Should take you about an hour from there, probably, in a 172. A little over an hour. That's fine. Yep. The worst I do is I turn off names if I need to see stuff. Some people don't like doing that on VATSIM, but I want to encourage everyone to be able to fly and join along. Alright. Well, you can see the map right there, so I'm south of there. Alright, there's an abandoned mine. There's the Weaver Mountains to the left over there. I'll probably move like over here. So, that is what you're seeing. And not much more than mountains, but they look spectacular. Yeah, about an hour to go. There you are. You're right there. I see you, sir. Right there. So, take it like it is. And if anything, just learn, because I have LA Center coming up, and I'm request flight following on VATSIM and everything. So. The more you observe it, and the more you just get brave and just go for it, the better off you will be in VATSIM mode. It's also helpful to maybe start at Class Delta airport rather than a big one. So that way there's less traffic. But I have been known to give lessons on VATSIM at non-controlled airports and treating it like a controlled airport, so. Yeah, you want to slew to the west a little bit. I mean, you can kind of just wait for me on pause if you want to, because I'm going that way.
Contact tower 18.3. Have a nice day.
But you are on my scope. Yep, I got a 5-year-old on board. What's up? Okay, I can't really handle that right now. I'm gonna have to handle it later, okay? Yeah, I'm busy right now. Okay, I'm sorry.
4389, reduce speed to 170. Caution wake turbulence, your sequence find a heavy Boeing 767. Maintain 170 knots until doing. 170 to doing on the way. Zone 6, maintain 3000. Contact approach 127.6. Have a good day. 63000, yellow South City. United 2607, descend maintain 4000. 607, United down 4000. United 2632, squawk 3350. 2632, squawk 3350. 350. American 4389, maintain 170 knots until doing. Contact tower 118.3. Have a nice day. 170, 118.3. Next 2607. Number 5430, turn line heading 100, maintain 210 knots or greater. 100, 210 knots or greater. Wait 632, turn right direct ready, descend to maintain 4000. Maintain 4000. $35,026,000. 3502, nearest below, descend to maintain 5000. 5000, freaking 35,000. Departure for turn 3455, eastbound. Turn 3455, York approach below, door count altimeter 3024. 3024, turn 34. Denver 5430, reduce speed to 180, maintain that still doing, contact tower 183, have a nice day. 180, that's still doing, over to 350. It's 751, you're below, back miles, 4 right, 3024.
Hey, we're back on. Oh wait, well, it just reconnected. Sorry about that. My internet went down for a second. My mic was muted, so I am on heading 312 to answer that earlier question, by the way. Nexus successful. Let's hope that holds now. God, what a pain. Alright, let's reload things here. I think my kid's sucking the internet out of this house. Just being funny on that. Well, it says I'm live on OBS, but not seeing anything else.
Just 284, New York low, needs to maintain 5,000.
Well, hopefully you're still seeing me. It says I'm still live, and I'm sorry that the everything else is going wrong here. So I'll just keep flying like we're good. How's that? But we're right outside Prescott. You're not seeing any East server traffic right now because I have no internet going to my desktop right now, but only to my laptop, which is kind of weird because it's the same Wi-Fi. And we are right outside Prescott, Arizona. Just that way. Way to kill a stream there. Ah, terrible. Ah. Internet. Worked fine yesterday. Let's try the other channel router. What a pain.
284, turn line setting 170. Setting 170, last
Oh, it works there. Alright, we'll switch my tablet to there, shall we? Everything's kind of working again. I have no clue. Alright. Well, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully we'll get some Microsoft Flight Simulator East server traffic. We did! So I'm sorry if I passed you, my friend, but I'm in the Prescott area still. And things are looking good. So chat with me and let me know what's going on out there. I just had to change all my Wi-Fi settings on the fly. Right outside Prescott, Arizona. Over there. And we are flying. I wonder if it's connected for Google imagery now. See if it's loading all that stuff. That's why you're seeing default tiles there. Oh yeah, yep, it's loading it. The internet went down for a second. Yeah. Sure, I'll give you the map. I have to make sure that it's working though, so give me a second. Alright, and this thing went down, so I have to reload my GPS out. Give me a second. The screen is going to flash, everybody. Sorry about the mic being muted. I hit the button on the back of the headset. Alright, give me a second. Oh, what a pain all this is when you have to change the Wi-Fi. Okay. That's why. Alright, I'll share the map as soon as it's configured, my friend. Give me a second. You can also look at the screen. I'm like right to the west of Prescott. There we go. Alright. And then I'm gonna do this. Oh, no we're not. I have to change this one too. Yes. Oh, we're good. Alright, I'll turn it on manually. Give me a second. Oh, that's right. Air droid's down too. Awesome. Yeah, all this stuff went wrong because Wi-Fi. But anyways, I'm right to the right of Kilo Papa Romeo Charlie, which is about out there. So that was the airport. There we go. It just loaded that, so we should be good. Let me get my plan in there again. Tucson. Sorry, just a lot of stuff going on. U08 create active. Bam. It should be reachable, so I don't know what's going on there. There we go. I'll turn the tablet on for you as well.
Yes, ma'am. Unless straight ahead is available, that looks pretty good.
So as this thing connects, that is.
You want to stay on your present heading?
Nothing, but this heading vision looks pretty good.
Yep.
They can't let you go that way. We're going to have to swim northeast on for a little bit.
Now it's saying this is all messed up, so sorry about that. Here we go. Everything's working now. Alright, so that's where we are. We're right to the west of Prescott.
Unable to direct fails.
70 on the head.
And I don't see you flying, and hopefully you can join us. I think you're further north, maybe that's why.
4615,
So we're about 25 nautical mile away from you. Got about 47 minutes to go, and we're gonna make this happen no matter what. So glad it loaded in the Google Map imagery again. What's that mountain out there? It's quite prominent, if you will, way out in the distance there. Oh, there we go. It's not giving me a name there. It's near Cottonwood, Arizona. They don't tell me the name of the mountain though. It's glorious though. It's a good picture moment right there. There we go. And we should probably get an updated pressure setting. So let's contact the ATIS at Prescott 127.2. Sorry about all the... Oh my god, OBS and my internet. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. What a pain. No clue why.
Saturday 20, turn right into 340.
Return heading 340.
Saturday 20, reduce speed further to 00, then to maintain 3,000. Then to the Bravo to the cabin, just looking for you, restrict the bus.
Okay, slow to 200, then descend 3,000.
Oh, you slewed into Seattle. How'd you slew? Did you go nuts on that thing? Well, I am, if you want to know, I'm going to be near the Peach Springs VOR. Papa Golf Sierra. And then that's going to be just west of the Grand Canyon. So go to the Grand Canyon and you'll find me to the west of there. Just right near Las Vegas. How'd you get to Seattle? You must have been slewing pretty hard there. Dunton Ranch, off our left here. What'd you do? What'd you do? It's okay. It's alright. No problems.
United 820, we got the traffic on the field spec.
Alright, well that's cool. You can go on Volanta, I think, and see traffic too. I don't know if you downloaded Volanta, but it shows you all the traffic on Bad Sim. We're kind of by ourselves here in the mountains. But we will be going to Civilization around Lake Mead when we get there. The Grand Canyon's over here, so we gotta be careful of that. But there's gonna be some pretty scenic stuff coming up. I haven't flown near the Grand Canyon in quite a while on the simulator, so. I'm very sorry about the I should say. Maybe I should just hardwire this thing with a network cable. Most people say you should just do that. But the thing is, I would need it on, like, all the computers. Years. An updated fuel check. Looks like we're going to stay on the right for a while, according to that thing. Yep. So we're on the right. Stay there. Sorry about the ads. I'm supposed to do 3 an hour, so I can get a little more cha-chang there, but boy, we're in the middle of nowhere. See if my let's get out of there. I use this app on my phone as like a touch screen, turn certain things on type deal. Keeps telling me you can't connect. So you tell me, I don't know. Alright. It's weird, it connects and it disconnects, but here's what my flight battery looks like right now. We're literally just south of the Grand Canyon. And not much to look at again until we're gonna see that up there, and then we're gonna know we're close to our destination. And the stream seems to be heavily delayed, by the way. So if you're gonna chat with me, just know it's gonna be delayed because of all that problems with it disconnecting, connecting. There's the ranch there. That be what was that again? Dunton Ranch. Off our left. Oh. Quite a strip there, huh? There I am, flying the plane. Nice. Took a couple hours of my life that I'd like back to make. No. No. Yeah, just reconnected. Man, it keeps doing all that crap. That. I'm so sorry about OBS right now on my computers. My streaming laptop's not doing well. Let's put it that way. I have no clue, but this is the Grand Canyon. Alright, back to the ship. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Don't know why. Alright, we're gonna stay on this heading again to stay out of that special flight rules area. About all the problems. Not my choice. But we are gonna make this happen, so. Literally about 20. Imagine if I didn't have a laptop. In and out, in and out. So, the Red Fox, you're over there. Across the Grand Canyons. Grand Canyon, I should say. So yeah. Head northwest, 290-ish.
South 94 and first heading 020.
020 now, they're turning forward 94.
And Lake Mead, over here, I'm starting to see it. And it is glorious. I think I'm going to try to switch back to the 5